A lot of y'all want to know what is time management. As a 9 to 5, what is our daily work hours? What is our work like? And to be a 9 to 5 and what your work zones can look like. Why are you in garrison or why are you deployed? Let's get into this video. When it comes to being a 9 to 5, a petroleum supply specialist, you really never have no set time for real. If you're in the Army, you have PT every single morning. That's from 6:30, as this is in garrison. If you back in the United States, after 6:30, you go home, take a shower, eat breakfast, take a nap, homework, whatever you want to do, you go back to work. But you have to go back to work. Depending on what unit you're in, they can tell you, I want you to be back at work at 9 o'clock, or I want you at work at 9:30. It just depends on your unit, your leadership, and how they want to run things in their own unit. Now, if you were at physical training, let's say it starts at 6:30 and it goes until like 8:45, they might tell you to be a late work hall and you might go to work at 10 o'clock. Generally speaking, a normal day typically in the United States for my MOS and 9 to 5 is you go to physical training at 6:30 and then you go home, you take a shower, you relax, unwind, get ready, and then you go back to work at 9 o'clock. Tell you some tasks that you gotta do your job, the best of your abilities, and then after that, you go to lunch. You go to lunch, you chill from about 11:30 to about 1 o'clock, 1:30, depending on how your unit wants to do it. If you guys can't tell, it's all really dependent on your unit, how they want to run things. Soldiers and lower enlisted don't have really any say on that. The people who control it is up here. And they ones who control, if you can have arms, sleeves, rolled up, they control all that stuff. Come back to work after lunch around 1:30 maybe, depending on your unit. And then you go back to work from 2 o'clock to about 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is usually the time where it's over with. You're done for the day, typically speaking. Don't get it twisted. There's times when missions pop up, those work hours change. You could be working from 9 to lunch and then from lunch to 5, but let's say you got paperwork to do. Let's say you got some missions coming up on the weekend, or you have to work a detail of being on gate guard or lifeguard duty. These things happen. So if you're on duty, you might have a different work hour. Sometimes you could be put on the detail and that's not even your job at all. I'm a 9 to 5 petroleum supply specialist, but I could be on gate guard. And when I'm on gate guard, I work these amount of hours. And I don't work my normal 9 to 5. On gate guard, I work the hours that they tell me to do, and then I'm done with my time. And I did what I had to do, I can go home. If you are here right now, do not forget to drop a like on the video. Or I could do other stuff like go to school. Now, for me, I'm deployed. And my lifestyle is a little different. Because when you're deployed, things are a little bit different. You don't play by the same rules as it is in the United States. It's kind of different. And it also depends because my job is different everywhere I go. And I can only speak so much to certain things, but when I was deployed the first time, really had to worry about waking up super early. We really did our job mostly in terms of going to work, but we did a different mission set. So we'll go to work at 9 to lunch, and after lunch, you go back to work and then you'll be at work until 5 o'clock. But also we were deployed. So missions came up a lot more frequently. We had a lot more convoys, a lot more different things coming up, and we had to do a lot more training. And when things happen in that region, we would have to go out and do stuff in that region. It's different in terms of garrison and being in deployed environments. Where I'm at currently, go to work from 9 and then be done before lunch. Then after lunch, go back and do some very small things that they have us doing. And then after that, we just go home. It's not that bad. In the grand scheme of things out here in this MOS with this company, my MOS is not with this company. It could be weird, it can be confusing, but my job is a 9 to 5. I'm with a whole bunch of 88 mics, which is truck drivers. Their job is different than my job, and they don't really require as much as my job requires. They drive trucks, and then I'm looking around clueless like, hey, how y'all doing, what's up? So it's just different everywhere you go. But typically in the Army, you have a 9 to 5, but depending on your MOS, you might work longer hours or less hours. And if you're on details, you might work just those specific hours, and then you might just go home after work. All about what's going on in your MOS. If you're deployed, who are you deployed with? Are you deployed with your MOS, or are you deployed with another MOS? But generally speaking, you have a 9 to 5. But in the Army, you have PT in the morning too, in the States. So you might wake up at 5:30 and go to PT from 6:30 to 8:30 or 8:45. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, like, share with your family. Until next time, Javon Story is out.